to watch the screening of the wonderful premiere of the film The Connected Universe, and we're very excited to be interviewing the director Malcom Carter, and we're going to interview him now. Okay, here we go. Sorry, we're just trying to get the technology. Malcom, wonderful to meet you here at BAFTA. Tell us about the film. Tell us, first of all, Malcom, tell us a little bit about you, the film director and producer, and a little bit about your history in filmmaking.
Well, it's been a long and exciting journey to get here. I've been a filmmaker for over 20 years, and I've had more than 2 billion viewers in 155 countries, and ever since I was small, I guess I'd always dreamed of global messages and global stories and was seeing the oneness in things. So to do a film about bringing people together and the connection and trying to understand the interconnection of all things in the universe, that was not only a fascinating journey for me, but something really important that I would love to help people understand. And so we've had more than 15,000 hours of work into this documentary in 94 minutes. So we've done this massive amount so that it can be delivered to each person in a way that is relatable, understandable, and really brings up some truly fascinating and inspiring ideas.
So tell me, how did this film come about? How did you get together with Nassim?
Well, I've been wanting to do a film about, I found it fascinating in my work with NASA and some of my space projects. I learned that Einstein felt that the greatest work that he had yet to do, he was unable to finish. He passed away before he could find a unified field theory, and right up until the last days of his life he was trying to find that. And so I thought, how amazing that one of the greatest minds of our century felt that this was so important, and who else was looking for it? Who else was following and building on those ideas? And so I pitched a show to Discovery Channel actually about 9 years ago now for that search, except there wasn't any Act 3. There were people searching, but there wasn't anyone who'd really, I felt, found something that was really interesting that could advance the story. And then when I heard that, and I was well aware of Nassim's work previously, but then when I heard that he had made what he felt was a significant advance, I wanted to check that out and to see where it was and where his work had gone. And when I went to explore further, I found that he had some really fascinating ideas, made some very interesting theories that he put forward. And not only that, but it was built on the same principles that Einstein said would lead to help finding it, that the principles would be geometric, and this division between the quantum and the cosmological world, it's yielded incredible things in our knowledge of quantum physics. Amazing things have been accomplished. So in no way to discount any of the incredible things that have happened, and by putting the blinders on and drilling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and smaller, I believe that we've maybe lost that point of remembering to remember that everything is connected and pull back and see the big picture and see how it's all interconnected. And I'm very excited for a future where in science, biology, medicine, engineering, chemistry, healthcare, physics, and even just in our own way of being and interacting in the world, we learn to take that bigger picture perspective, to see the connection, to find things that can strengthen us by working together. And that is part of what the movie is about.
That's so exciting. You've got quite a star-studded cast. We've got Richard Branson, Johnny Depp, Russell Brand, Annie Lennox. Tell us about that.
No. In this film, actually, we don't have them in this movie. But what we do have is we have Sir Patrick Stewart, who is the narrator for the film, and to have him was incredibly exciting because his fictional TV character has explored like the depths of explored the universe to great lengths. But for me, what was really exciting is that he was as a Royal Shakespearean actor, he is plunge to the depth of the insides of the human experience. To do Shakespeare at a Royal Shakespearean level,
Wonderful.
you've taken a deep, deep inner journey. So for us, he was the #1 choice in the world because he represents the difference between, or that you can go almost infinitely inward, and his TV character in Star Trek explored almost infinitely outward. And finding that there's connection between the outermost and the innermost and all the way along, that there's connections there, is made him the perfect person to guide the journey through the film. So we are so deeply excited to have him in the movie.
We're very excited to watch it tonight, the premiere event. And what do you hope the audience is going to come away with from watching this film?
Well, what we really hope is that people can open their eyes to a new way of seeing the world. There are many things that are happening all around us, and if you're not aware of them, maybe you don't notice and you don't see them because you're not attuned to looking in a different way. We hope to inspire people to look with better eyes, to be able to see the connection of things, to see the unity of things. Even, understanding that, people, there's starting to be some divisions happening in the world around race and different things, but that is really a short-sighted, myopic way to look because there really is only one race, and it's the human race. And we're 99% the same, and we have so much in common. And not only that, when you start to understand the way things work at a quantum level and how the energy of the universe flows through everything, then there is a oneness that people have spoken about, for thousands of years, and that oneness is starting to be understood from a scientific standpoint. And this is what the work of Nassim is bringing forward, is that there is actually a mechanism to this interconnection. So it's a wonderful thought to say we are all connected and we are all one, but how are we all connected? How are we all one? And the film explores that. So to make a long answer longer to your question, what we're really hoping is that people become inspired to take a journey for themselves, to find new ways to open their eyes and their hearts and their experience, to try to understand and embrace the connection of things, to reconnect, to have a better sense of purpose, to connect to who they are and who they can become, to explore different ideas and see how things maybe outside their field of business or study could help improve them, or that there's a way to look at some of these disparate things, and when you find the connections, you open up whole new worlds of possibilities for yourself. So we hope this is this film isn't about answers. This film is about also questions.
That is so wonderful. It's been such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
and
you
you've
so
been our
much.
first Positive TV Hotspot live interview. So that's
Well,
been a double
deep
pleasure.
honor, and I hope that the connections that are made all around the world because of this inspire people to come and take a look. The video is, it's called The Collective Unverse, and it's on Vimeo on demand right now. So around the world you can go and access the film, and we would love for people to see it and see what they can learn. There's so many layers, there's so many things in the film, and it's made at a level that people can understand it at different points in where they are in their schooling, and there's no test after. You don't have to be an expert to watch this movie. This movie is made to connect with everybody, basically. So you don't have to be deep into the subject to be able to take things from it. We've really structured it in a way that I hope that there are many different things people can take from the film.
Thank you very much. We're
Thank
really
you.
looking forward
It's
to
a
watching
great
it.
honor.
Good luck
Thank you
with
so
it all.
much. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.